Most folks think planes leave just water vapor that vanishes fast. But look up, mate. Those thick white streaks spread out turn into hazy clouds covering the whole sky. That's chemtrails, loaded with metals and chemicals sprayed on purpose. Governments call it atmospheric research, but it's plain as day they're painting our sky to change how it works. Weather ain't natural no more, it's programmed. Way back in the 1940s, they admitted controlling weather, that's controlling the world. Projects like Cirrus and Popeye proved they could make rain or stop it. HAARP in Alaska is the big one, giant antennas heating the ionosphere to bend jet streams. Weather became a weapon decades ago. What we call storms or droughts are often just button-pushed operations. Lab tests on rainwater, soil and snow show high levels of aluminium, barium, strontium, and even nano-aluminium fibers. Stuff that never belongs in nature. They say harmless particles, but these burn skin, damage lungs, and mess with your brain. It's not just about clouds, mate. They're terraforming the planet and modifying us all while we breathe it in daily. Remember when skies were deep blue? Now it's always milky white haze. Chemtrails create a reflective blanket blocking sunlight. This global dimming lets them adjust temperatures anywhere on Earth. Too hot? Spray more? Too cold? Thin the cover? Seasons don't follow nature anymore like they follow computer models in underground bases. Look at places like California or Australia. Perfect farmland turned into dust bowls after massive spraying campaigns. They block rain clouds from forming or steer them away. Water is life. Control the rain, control the food, control the people. Famine and water shortages aren't accidents. They're population management tools delivered by aircraft. On the flip side, when they want water, they dump it all at once. 100-year floods happening every 2-3 years now. They seed clouds to release all moisture in hours instead of days, destroys property, shifts populations, and lets them grab land cheap. Disaster capitalism, mate. Every storm is a business opportunity and power grab. Major storms like Katrina or Sandy showed weird right-angle turns, impossible naturally. They use radio waves and aerosol layers to guide low-pressure systems like remote-control cars, wipe out cities that resist their agenda or test population reaction. The wind and waves are just their attack dogs now. They scream carbon kills while spraying 1000x more pollution daily. Chemtrails are the real cause of weird weather and warming. The green agenda is just cover story to tax us and get total control over energy and movement. They created the problem, then sold us the solution or more power for them. First, they spray conductive metals to create an artificial mirror layer high up. Then, HAARP beams energy to bounce off it, moving air masses, creating pressure zones, and triggering precipitation. It's basically a global microwave oven with us sitting inside it. We're the lab rats breathing the fumes and feeling the heat. It ain't commercial planes. They're specially modified tankers flying grid patterns at dawn, dusk. No passengers, no flight numbers, no transponders. They fly in formation crisscrossing the sky until blue is gone. Your tax money pays for these planes to poison your air and change your world. Crops are dying everywhere from aluminium poisoning. Soil turns to concrete, trees get dieback, forests burn easier. They're killing natural food production to force GMO dependency. GMOs are designed to survive the toxic dust they spray. Eat natural, tiras die. Eat corporate, live. Simple as that. Ever notice more asthma, allergies, brain fog, and joint pain? That's the metals building up in your body. Aluminium calcifies your pineal gland, kills intuition, and makes you docile. Barium messes with your nervous system. We're being slowly poisoned to make us easier to manage, sicker, and more dependent on their medical system. The metal dust makes the whole atmosphere conductive, perfect for 5G and mind control frequencies. Your body becomes an antenna. They can alter moods, create fear, or calm entire populations remotely. Weather control is just the visible part of the total enslavement system. Scientists admit magnetic poles are moving fast. Chemtrails and ionospheric heating are being used to stabilize or speed up the shift. This explains massive animal die-offs and weird magnetic readings. They're playing God with Earth's core and atmosphere, risking everything for power. In dry areas, governments sell rain to the highest bidder. Big corporations pay to get water on their land while locals go thirsty. Water went from free gift of nature to luxury commodity. Weather patents exist. They own the right to make it rain or shine. Massive atmospheric pressure changes and HAARP heating can destabilize tectonic plates. Major quakes often follow intense spraying and ionospheric activity. They can shake cities to rubble without firing a single bullet. Geophysical warfare, the ultimate invisible weapon. Too much sunlight makes people awake and healthy, so they dim it down. Less vitamin D, weaker immune systems, and lower intelligence. We're kept in permanent twilight, physically sick and mentally dull. Perfect conditions for accepting authority without question. Places like Australia, New Zealand, and Midwest USA are used as open-air labs. They test new formulas and frequency patterns on us. Extreme weather events are just data points in their reports. We're nothing but guinea pigs in their planetary experiment. They spray conductive fibers to create lightning storms. These supercharge the ionosphere for better control. Wildfires are often started by these man-made strikes. Burn land, destroy communities, reset property values, all under act of God protection. Sprayed chemicals fall into seas, killing coral and plankton, base of all marine life. Oceans are dying fast. This isn't accident. It's eliminating natural protein sources to force lab-grown food on us. They want us dependent on their food supply entirely. Call it chemtrails, and you're labeled conspiracy nut. Classic divide and rule. Media and scientists paid to say it's just water. Doctors trained to ignore metal poisoning symptoms. Truth is criminalized, while poisoning is called science. Whole system run by AI satellites mapping every inch of atmosphere. Real-time adjustments to keep weather on schedule. Humans are just spectators watching the show directed from space. We don't live on Earth anymore. We live inside their machine. Winters are either too warm or brutally freezing, never natural. They block cold air or trap it where they want. Energy prices go up, down according to their plan. Heating and cooling become tools of economic control. It's not just metals. They spray bacteria, viruses, and synthetic organisms too. Pandemics often coincide with heavy spraying. The sky is their global syringe. Why use needles when you can make everyone inhale it freely? Birds get lost, whales beach themselves, insects vanish. Their internal compasses fried by metals and frequencies. Nature is screaming in agony, but we're too busy staring at phones to notice. The web of life is being systematically unraveled. Many folks report stinging skin, rashes, and burning eyes when it rains now. It's not water, mate, it's diluted chemical soup. Washing your car leaves white powder residue. We're literally being rained on by industrial waste delivered from above. Ever notice bad weather always hits poor areas first? Wealthy zones get clear skies and pure water. They have filters, domes, and underground facilities. We breathe the poison while they live in paradise. Apartheid didn't end. It just went atmospheric. Hundreds of patents exist for cloud seeding, weather modification, and ionospheric control. You can't patent natural events. Proof positive it's all manufactured. They own the weather rights just like they own everything else. Spring, summer, autumn, winter, all mixed up now. Growing seasons wrecked, migration patterns destroyed. The natural clock is being smashed so we lose connection to Earth's cycles. Disconnected people are easier to rule. Unpredictable weather creates constant stress and anxiety. What's coming next keeps people fearful and compliant. Stability, cheap freedom. Chaos, control. They break nature to break our spirit. Directed energy beams and aerosol layers are melting poles and glaciers on purpose. Rising seas will displace billions and let them seize coastal land. It's not warming, it's melting by design. Jet streams are artificially shifted to create extreme temperature swings. Record heat, then record cold within days, breaks bodies and economies. Nature never worked like this. The machine does. Aluminium locks up nutrients, so nothing grows naturally. Only GMO crops modified to survive poison will live. We're being forced into their food prison one raindrop at a time. Millions now film the skies, test water, and speak out. Communities are banning spraying in their areas. The biggest trick was making us believe we couldn't change anything. We are the weather too, connected to every cloud and breeze. Weather control isn't about science or safety, it's total dominion. They turned our blue sky into a weapon, our rain into poison, and our air into control grid. The day we forgot to look up was the day we surrendered our world. Reclaim the sky. Reclaim your freedom.